This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Good afternoon and welcome to George Daniel Field. It's Friday afternoon and there is football, but it's the JV kind. Jay Ferguson here along with Tom Bauer, and it's the Maple Heights Mustangs in black with maroon helmets and numbers, and the Lorain Titans in white with the blue numerals, blue pants, silver helmets. And it'll be the JVs this afternoon in a replay of last night's varsity game, Tom.
Actually, it's going to be the rubber match. I think the ninth graders won on Wednesday. Maple won last night on the varsity level. Here we go for the third and the deciding game.
You'd trade these two for the one last night, though. I mean, always. The officiating crew is got a third member now. I think we're one short, which is kind of what we're waiting for. For the Titans, 17, Sam Clark is going to be under center. They start with the ball at the 35. Caesar Jeter is in the I formation. Turn, toss, reverse to 82, and that is Ethan Nickel. He's been known to throw it, but he lost it. And that's going to come back all the way into, and then the Titans end up with the ball. So after all is said and done, Lorain is going to have a 1st and 10 on the 5-yard line.
It's the same play, a similar play that he ran last night.
Right, the end-around pass that they started the game with last night.
Do you think Maple was waiting for that?
We'll see it here. Stops, turns, and is just – when you throw it cross field, you got a lot that can go wrong, and the safety read it, but then he got stripped by Jeter, and Jeter fell on the ball at the 5. So it's first down. A turnover for both teams.
Yeah.
If you will. Now Nickel goes back to quarterback where he normally plays. He'll take the snap. He's got Jeter on his left. And Jeter has the ball, cuts it up out to about the 12.
There was a nice little block in there, and I don't know if he went on the right side of the block or not, but he still made considerable yards after that.
The other running back is Mike Smith, number 38. We'll try to get the offensive line here. I see Big Beon Smith, number 74. Isaiah Harrison is over the ball, number 70. Also out there, 73. And we don't have a number 73 on the roster. 63, Charles McIntosh. Nickel calls it out, hands it again to Jeter. Jeter will have the first down. Keeps the legs churning out to about the 16 or 17.
I see some size on that JV line over there that you're going to have to depend on next year for sure.
We're looking toward next year. He didn't make the first down. Stopped just short. 3rd and 1.
Well, if this is the Lorain team, they're in 4-down territory.
Khalib Davis comes in with the play. 22. Nickel has the backs on each side. 23 Davis, and that's 27, Anthony Harley gets ahead and looks like he has a first down out to the 17.
Well, we've been up the middle 3 times. I'm wondering if we're going to try to test them outside and see how their perimeter is. I don't know. I think the varsity runs an option to get outside there. I think if they can do the same. Because you see there's no outside linebacker on this side over here.
I see Chad Rose is the 5th member of the offensive line. There's the snap back, and there's the option. And Jeter's got some carpet in front of him. 20, 25, 30. Stepped out of bounds, delivered a blow. That's a tough spot for the officiating crew because that's the man that's missing.
Yeah.
That'll move the sticks. And you know what? The Titans are almost back to where they started with the ball.
And he got it down there by running rather than trying to trick play him.
You know, and I called 38 Mike Smith. 38 is Damian McShepard. High snap to Nickel. He pulls it down, and he's in big trouble. Turns, takes it back up the middle. It's going to have some yardage. Out across the 35. Give him 3 in good heads-up play by sophomore Ethan Nickel.
He had a little spin move after he got the ball, and I think that got him to the line of scrimmage anyway. Then he made about 3-4 yards after that. Yeah. If you had seen the 9th grade team against Maple Heights, they lost the game because their center couldn't get the ball back to their quarterback. And it was either a rollback or too hard, one or the other. You know, you got to need a nice soft touch for this time.
A lot of the colleges that run this encourage their centers to flip the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second man. That's McShepard. McShepard makes a nice cut outside the 40 to about the 42. It's going to be about a yard short. .6:48 to go in the first quarter. Lorain's second possession, but Maple hasn't run a play yet. As the opening play was a little razzle-dazzle, and on the end-around pass, Lorain threw an interception, was returned to the 5, where Maple fumbled and Lorain recovered. So
and actually, it was more than a fumble. He just stole the ball from him.
Titans have Clark out here to the near side. Snap back. Handoff. That's Anthony Harley, and he's going to lose yards. So on 3rd and 1, there's one of the dangers of the gun on short yardage is by the time you get the handoff, that was a jailbreak.
Yeah, there's number 50 out there. He said that is his nickname.
So it's 4th and 3. Let's see what we see from Coach Leva. Sam Clark brings the play in.
We mentioned some size on the offensive Lorain line. Maple's defense, JVs, looked like they were bigger than their varsity was last night.
From being down at field level, it sure did.
I'm assuming he's going to put the ball up in the air right here.
Going to roll. Nickel rolling, Nickel throwing over the head of Jeter. Incomplete. That was the defensive player, as Jeter went up for the ball with one hand, grabbed the other one and pulled him down. Jeter said looking for a flag there, but that was a good defensive play.
I think he did have him by the hand, but once you hit the ball, you're allowed to get hit.
So Maple will take over 1st and 10 on the Titan 40.
This is about where they intercepted the ball, first play of the game.
For the Titans, 77, Uzziah Jenkins is over the ball. 59 is Dominic Delapola, and 86, Kenny Jenkins, are the other 2 defensive linemen. Snap back is bobbled on the ground and covered for a loss of 6. First Titan on the spot was Delapola to cover the quarterback.
Again, there's a little bad snap that
that was a BB.
Will ruin this type of an offense.
Cornerback is Khalib Davis on the near side, 25. DeJuan Anderson is the safety on this side. Snap back, pulled down, handed off straight ahead. There's that little counter play. Hit but not wrapped. That was the
DeJuan Anderson, for Lorain, you got to wrap him up a little bit. I don't care how hard you hit him.
And there's a flag right there. That might be a helmet-to-helmet hit. Oh, no, it's a towel. He knocked the towel out of himself. Linebackers for Lorain. 30 is Dominic Critelli. 58 is Jaden Tucker. Snap back high again, pulled down by one hand, but eaten alive. That is big Uzziah Jenkins on the nose for a loss of about 6. It'll take it back. Well, they're going to spot it right at the 40.
You got to mention Uzziah's weight is 273. So he very well fit in next year's offense or defense.
Yeah. So now Maple will go into punt formation. Jeter will go deep for the Titans. Tyshawn Wilson, 22, one of the few Maple players we have a number for, and the name will punt. Snap floats back, and he side of the foot's it down inside the 10, inside the 5, and covered at the 4, where the Titans will start on offense with 3:19 to go. That's one of those at the varsity level where you want to see, as you get more experience, you want to see that ball
run up and catch it. Well, they would have saved probably a good 10 to 15 yards.
Well, hit at the 20. Mm-hmm. So certainly would have. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lorain. And you can tell it's JV football, Tom, because the quarterback wears number 82.
Yeah.
Because Ethan Nichols started the season as a wide receiver.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
And Sam Clark, 17, the wide receiver, started the season as the quarterback.
That's why you're on the JV level, to learn the game and learn your position and, get experience for next year's varsity.
Okay, now there was a little bit of a whistle over there. Jamarian Harkless goes out wide to the far side. Near side, Clark and Jeter. And 38, McShepard also on the slot on the far side. So it'll be a single setback. Nickel and Harley are in the end zone. You got to count on a good snap from Isaiah Harrison here. Now Jeter comes back to join them in the backfield. Snap back. There's the cross buck, and they got nothing there. In fact, they lost yardage. He'll be pushed back into the end zone. Forward progress will be about the 2, so loss of 2.
Maple's asking for the safety because he ended up in the end zone, but you always get your forward progress.
Yeah. And that far official over there had it spotted right away at the 2, but it was a loss of 2.
Yeah, you see when they get into the double slot, then Maple gets into 2 outside linebackers, which makes going outside a little harder, lets you can get a block on them.
And right now, Maple is doing a good job inside, getting off the blocks and blowing up the play. Nickel fakes, throws, picked, touch. It's going to be a touchdown.
That was a nice catch. He did a one-hander, and then the rest was just jogging in.
From about 20-yard. A 20-yard interception return makes it Maple 6-0. He had a man in Caesar Jeter, but overshot him greatly, and the safety from the middle of the field came over and just pulled it in and walked into the end zone.
You can make great gains down the middle, but you also have big dangers.
Right. Two-point conversion attempt, handoff, and he'll go in. And much like last night, Maple converts the 2, and it's 8-0 Maple Heights on a defensive touchdown. Now, just like the start of the game, we did not kick off to start the game, so they'll walk out to the 35. I'm a little bit surprised at that because the games I've seen this year on Saturday mornings have had kickoffs in them.
Yeah. I always thought at the JV level you played just exactly the same rules as the varsity.
I did too. Now they'll toss the ball out to the official. Titans will huddle up. They'll get it at the 35. Looking down there on the sidelines, Ozell Jenkins, 77, is a big kid.
10th grader, I'm sure.
I don't have that. Ozell Jenkins.
10th grader, I have him here.
Okay.
And actually, Bowen Smith Belcher is 6'5", 251. Yes. So here's some nice size.
Beon is
Beon?
He's a hooper, too. Snap back, toss sweep, Jeter.
There's some blocks
cuts
on
it
there.
up inside the block over the 40, runs into his own man. Ran into Dawan Anderson out over the 40 to about the 42.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Lorain's forte if they can get outside.
Yeah. I think Jeter a little bit frustrated with his teammate there.
You see the officials condole him a little bit.
Yeah. Jammed his thumb maybe as well as he's got the glove off and he's looking at his left hand as he sits on the bench. And it was replaced in the backfield. Nickel straight ahead. That's Harley. Harley bounces it outside across the 45. He'll have the first down. In the rugby scrum.
There is only one person not touching that
I was
foul.
going to say, yeah. That
I said their forte is going to be going outside, but you have to run up the middle just to keep them honest. You keep those outside linebackers honest and thinking inside every now and then.
Now Khalib Davis, 22, comes in. He'll come on the slot inside of Clark on the near side. Far side, Harkness is outside. In the backfield, it is McShepard and 27, Anthony Harley. McShepard is 38. Snap back, whistles on the snap. I don't think we were set. That's now, the way they're looking, it might be on. Let's see.
The way he's aiming, he's facing south.
Yeah, which is always good when you're going from north to south. No, nothing. It was a nothing. Might have been an equipment issue. Snap back, toss sweep. They were under center that time. Harley looks for the corner, gets it, puts the ball on the ground, though, and it's going to go over to Maple, I believe. Yep.
He was drugged down by his shirt. They didn't have a tearaway. And that was that struggling for that extra yard or two.
Third time turnover now for Lorain. 2 interceptions and a fumble. And Maple is back in business with an 8-0 lead on the north side of the 50. So it'll be Maple Heights, 1st and 10 at the 49 of Lorain. Harkness, 41, is the far safety. Trying to get the 2 backs on the far side. Blitz coming from Lorain, and there it is. That was Critelli. He just came through untouched and wrapped the running back up as soon as he got the handoff. Going to be a loss of about 5.
Yeah, you seen the blitz coming. You didn't see you'd be that clean, though. Untouched. Here's a little different. They put in both slots on the left side. That's a little different breaking formation.
Trips over here. 2nd and 15. Snap was high. Back to throw. Throwing to the single man who's back behind the defense. Broken up. Safety got over. And that is the end of the first quarter.
Actually, that was a nice safety play. That Dewan
sure
Anderson.
Was. And I'm thinking that might have been a zone because 84, the corner, released his man. But we've played one here at the George. It's Maple Heights 8, Lorain nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written, or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
First play of the second quarter, it's 3rd and 15 for the Maple Heights JVs. They lead 8-0. Back to pass, now pulling it down, and scrambling for a couple yards is the QB. That's Bryson Haskin, but he was stopped by 58 was one of the Titans, Jaden Tucker, that was there. That just was I think he had a one-man pattern to look for, and when it wasn't there, pulled it down, but the defensive front closed in pretty well. Punt formation for Maple for the second time. Their first one was very effective. Titans put 2 back now. Anderson goes back in front of Jeter. Snap floats back, and short kick bouncing at the 30, picked up by Jeter, bringing it back nowhere. Nice tackle there. It'll be Titan ball at about, there's a flag. This will go a long way to determining who's going to win this field position battle, because it's either going to be at the 11 or the 37. I didn't see what it was.
He came in real late.
Real late. And they're looking for a number. It looked like they were looking for a number of a Maple Heights player. But I still have no indication. Now it's against Lorain, so it's going to go back. Now they just took it back 15 yards.
I got to believe a block in the back.
I think it's got to be a personal foul. I don't know how you go back 15 yards from the 25, but that's just me. It'll be 1st and 10 in any event for Lorain. Harrison will be over the ball, and after the last time when we were in the end zone, this is like luxury. Nickel has McShepard on one side, and I believe that's Jeter. That's Anthony McShepard. Cuts ahead across the 15 out to about the 17 or 18. He's another one of the sophomores.
He wove his way through traffic pretty well there.
Yep. Give him 9 when all is said and done. 2nd and 1.
The 2nd and real short like they have it. This is an opportunity maybe to throw a little pass, see what they can get something out to that slot man maybe.
Well, Clark has been their best receiver in the games that I have seen, 17. He's out here one-on-one, so you may see some sort of a wide slant. Takes the outside release and hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss of about 3 is Jeter. Slow developing play. And let's see where they spot him. They're only going to mark him for a loss of 1. That's a big hit.
It was a linebacker coming from the backside, or a
much
lineman.
like Critelli did for the Titans on that last possession. So 3rd and 2. Titans were unable to convert a 3rd and 1 the last time. Single setback is McShepard now as they have too many men on the they have too many men on the field. Bubble screen to Jeter, made the catch, which was tough enough, but he's going to lose yardage. And fortunately for the Titans, they don't have any math majors out there because they had 5 wide receivers and a man in the backfield. That adds up to 12. But it's going to be 4th down and 2.
When you want to get a ball out to your little slot man and someone's playing soft on him, you can't float it.
No,
that gives the defender just too much time to recover.
So 4th down and 2. Titans will go into punt formation. Big Oziah Jenkins is going to go back and kick it away. Good snap. Good boot. High. Taken right there at the 44. McShepard first there, and then also on contact was 39, who I don't have on any of my lists.
I do have Robles
for 39?
36. No, 46. I don't have a 39.
Yeah. Jesse Robles was another on the play, but it'll be Maple Heights ball. Now they're talking it over. Flag down is going to take that back out beyond the 45 to the 49. So the Titan defense gets a little bit more cushion. 6:51 to go, first half, 8-zip Maple. They scored on an interception return for a touchdown. Titans threw an interception out of their own end zone, and Maple safety stepped in front and brought it back. Shotgun formation, single setback, 3 receivers to the far side. He wants to throw the quick little flare out. Esteban Masari met the runner at the line and kind of bulldogged him down for a gain of about 3.
You have to call a play like that, just a long handoff.
Yep. Got outside of the defensive end. Delapola, Masari stepped up and made a good play. Snap back, option look. Cutting it up is the QB, Haskin. He's going to have about another 4. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the 42.
That option you don't see as much as you used to see in the old days when teams would run 90% of their plays that option
that was
there.
Just, that was just the keeper pitch because he didn't have an inside man.
And you always had to decide who was the better runner. That's who you defensed, and you let the weaker runner carry it more often than not. Right.
Snap back on 3rd down. Wants over the middle. Flag. It's going to be pass interference, I think. Jamarian Harkless got hit in the numbers with it, but I think they got the cornerback there a step early. First down, Maple Heights on the penalty. So it's going to take it from the 42 to the 27. A little bit of consolation if you're Jamarian Harkless for dropping the interception. Wouldn't go to count anyhow. And I think, when you're working with a short crew, and you've got 4 now, the 4th official has arrived, but you got 6 on Friday nights in a varsity game, 4 for a JV game. I think that's the hi, I'm Isaiah Jenkins. How are you? Big Oziah got loose that time, Tom.
Yes, he did. And that's not his first big-time tackle either. So,
no. It's funny because I'm looking at the one roster that I have with his name on it, and he's listed at 6 foot 135.
He must have grew 40 pounds.
I think I think they measured his breakfast. Snap back, wanting to throwing it long down the far side, over the corner for the touchdown.
The corner just misjudged the ball. He thought he could,
Antonio Baez was in good shape and then turned completely around. And on the good throw, he's got to learn to react the way the receiver reacts rather than – and that turned into a 30-yard touchdown pass. Here it is again, and you'll see he's in good shape and then – gets spun around, and Devontae Sawyer pulls it in, so it's 14-0, and Maple will go for 2. They don't spend a lot of time on goalposts at Maple Heights, just like the varsity. And he stretches it in. The quarterback, Haskin, takes it in, and it's 16-0. Both touchdowns coming through the air, one on our interception and one on their completion. And Maple Heights opens it up, much like they did last night.
I think Lorain's going to have to widen it out a little bit. If they think they can get up the middle a little bit. Sometimes we used to do that. You move your lineman out a little bit. That moves that defensive lineman out a little bit. Well, and it gives you more chances.
And you know, the other part of that equation is, you know, do the bigger line splits give them gaps to shoot?
That's true.
And it seemed like they've tightened down the splits from the first possession when Maple was getting through there. Nickel has him over center, straight back, wanting to throw. Lofts it downfield for Sam Clark. Oh, just overshot him, but the Titans are going to benefit from roughing the passer. So the first down will take it out to the 50 on the personal foul. And I say that's a good thing. I don't think Mr. Nickel thinks so, because he got whacked.
It was a nice pass before that. Yeah, nice spiral, nice tight. Just overshot him by just a yard.
Oh, yeah. But the first down takes it out to midfield. 4:39 to go in the half. Titans down 16-0, looking to get something going before halftime. Looks like Jeter and McShepard back there. Option. Nickel's going to keep it down to the 45-44 yard line. This game's getting a little chippy.
You wonder why. I just see nothing but a nice run there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beion Smith had a little beef with somebody. So gain was 5. You know, one thing I've noticed, Tom, is that at the lower levels of football, the officials really rely on the lines.
Yeah.
I mean, because it sure looked like he was at the 44.
It's so much easier to count by fives than by ones.
Yeah. So 2nd and 5 for the Titans. Nickel takes the snap, hands it off to McShepard, or that's Jeter bouncing it to the outside. He'll have the first down. I'm not going to say inside the 35. I'm going to say to the 35.
Yeah.
Nice read by Caesar Jeter there.
I'd say they're just rounding it off.
Yeah. As a math teacher, that's what we should be thinking, I guess.
I think this might be Lorain's farthest penetration.
Yeah. 3:05 to go, first half. 16-0 Maple. Ethan Nickel takes the ball straight ahead. That's Jeter again. He bounces it outside inside the 30. Down near the 25. The football's free. Covered by the Titans, Dawan Anderson. And you can see them pulling at the ball. That was another one that was not fumbled as much as pulled away.
Well, I've seen teams actually have drills.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, rip and run. They had some strange names for them.
So the ball is spotted for a gain of 7 down to the 28. Titans 2:22 to go as Clark brings the play in. Now they've got a full complement of timeouts. But there needs to be a little bit of a sense of urgency here, fellas. Harrison over the ball. Snap back. Nickel wants to throw, throws it long. He's got Clark out there for the touchdown. Sam Clark, 28 yards from Ethan Nickel. And maybe that's why they were in no hurry.
Yeah. I tell you what, that was the finest catches I've seen
Yeah.
in this game.
He was stretched out right on. You know, there's the epitome of fingertip catches. We'll see it again. Nickel, and it's a one-man pattern. And he beats him to the inside. Safety came up, and he was over the top behind them both. And Nickel put it on the money that time.
Now, Lorain's going for 2, probably because they always go for 2 in this situation.
Well, they have a kicker on the JV level. They do kick occasionally, but trailing by 16 to nothing. The game's being played by 8. And into the end zone for the 2 is Jeter.
Yeah, Maple making all their 2s kind of is forcing you to try to match them.
You know, last night's varsity game, we were talking earlier, it was 6 touchdowns for Lorain, 6 touchdowns for Maple Heights. But Maple Heights converted 4 two-point conversions for 8 points and won by 6.
Yeah.
The Titans were successful on 2 kicks, but when they were trying to chase the 2s, they weren't successful. So Maple Heights will take over with 1:55 at the 35-yard line. Lorain back in the game at 16-8. Both teams with all 3 times out. 3 receivers to the near side for the Mustangs. Titans single safety over the top. Swing pass out in the flat. Made the first man miss, but slowed him up enough. That was Jesse Robles that came up and slowed him up enough to get some of the help. That was Masari, number 60 there.
Yeah, I'd give him a credit for an assist, because once you can slow that man down so he has to start jitterbugging and doesn't get a full set of steam, well,
the other piece of that is that's the 3rd man, 4th man out on that side. So that's a tough cover.
Yeah. It's now our near side over here where you have single coverage.
Right. Now you've got 3 receivers to the far side. And so now that linebacker's got to be responsible for the back. That one's up for grabs. And incomplete. Back there for Lorain was 84, Antonio Baez. And that was put up real high. That was alley-oop.
Yeah. Who can rebound the best?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't compare the same offense you seen last night versus this offense, because they had a quarterback who could rifle the ball on a rope.
That's how you get 400 yards in the air.
Yeah.
My man Jenkins is dancing over the ball. Now he's set to go. Takes a couple of blockers on. Della Pola made the play. Critelli was in the backfield first. Now with 56 seconds to go, we've got a timeout. Timeout Lorain, as it's 4th and 12. Maple will have to punt.
That Isaiah Jenkins reminds me a little bit of Antonio Wyatt from last year. He's big, he's strong, he bull rushes. It takes 2 people to block him.
Well, you can tell. I mean, just that play, you could tell he's a free spirit because he was kind of dancing. He was hearing music and dancing, Tom, and then he got down in a 3-point stance. I think he was dancing to the cheerleaders.
I'm not hoping that he has to punt again, but when he's waiting for the snap from the punt, he's doing a little quick step too.
So 1:02 left in the half. Lorain just used the first of its 3 times out as Maple faces 4th and 13 from the 32. So they're going to come out in punt formation. Caesar Jeter is deep. Anderson short of him at Jeter is at the 38, Anderson at the 48. They've had decent pressure on the kicker both times. They've loaded up the far side, and that snap floats back. He gets it away, and it's a spinning Anderson straight ahead 45, reverses field.
He's going to pick up a blocker right
He
here.
did pick up a blocker, 50, 40. Now he's got a convoy.
No, he didn't follow the,
Yeah, he didn't cut it in.
Yeah.
But he got it down inside the 20.
All clean blocks, and there's no flags on the
Right.
field.
DeJuan Anderson. It's easy to see from up here. But he made a great move reverse. Well, first thing he did, made a great move catching the ball.
In traffic.
Yep, and then runs into his own man, circles around and comes back and picks up a little bit of a block. Now, if he cuts back here, he scores.
I think it was Caleb. It was that Caleb Davis, 22, that made
Yes.
the first block that got him around the corner.
So 1st and 10 for Lorain at the 20. 47 seconds left. Titans looking to even things up, trailing 16-8. 2 receivers to each side. Single setback is McShepard. Nickel to throw. Into the end zone to Clark. Touchdown! Ethan Nickel and Sam Clark play pitch and catch yet again. And that one was really well done. If we look at the replay, you'll see Nickel look the safety off.
He did. That set up the whole play right there.
And gave a little pump fake to the wide side of the field and then comes back. You'll see it here. Straight back, looks, and then pump fakes. And he might have wanted the slant man, but the slant man had been tied up with a defender. So they'll go for 2. It's 16-14 Maple right now. Now you've got McShepard and Jeter in a full backfield. Snap back, give is to McShepard, who dropped it. No good. So Titans don't convert, and it's 16-14 Maple Heights with 42 ticks on the clock. The big punt return by Harkness takes 1 play to convert.
Mm-hmm.
And the Titans go in, and after spotting Maple 16, come back to 16-14. Now Maple will get the ball coming out for the half, too.
But what you got to do is hold him here.
Yes.
Hold him here and go into the locker room with a little bit of momentum now for the quick score.
They've got 3 times out left as they come up, so I'm sure that what we're going to see here is a probe of some sort to decide whether they're going to use those times out or play it conservative.
Well, Lorain's going in the safeties are playing 20 yards deep. A little bit of a prevent back there.
Jabril Peppers' distance. Just the handoff and nowhere to go. Stopped short of the 35 at about the 34. That's our buddy Jenkins again. And Della Pola was there. Also, number 86, Kenny Jenkins. And they're going to let the clock run out here. 14 seconds. This will be the last play unless it's an incomplete pass. Snap back, throwing it. And it is an incomplete pass, so we'll have another at 5 seconds left. It's 3rd down and 12, but it might as well be 3rd and 67.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the hold is an all or nothing play.
Now you see the safeties back beyond midfield. Cornerbacks are 20 yards off the line. Snap back, fading.
See, now that got
good drop by the linebacker there.
Yeah, that was strictly a linebacker coverage right there.
Not sure if that's 58 or 59.
Looks like an 8.
Well, we've played 2 quarters at the George. Friday afternoon, JV football. Titans trail Maple Heights 16-14. Back with more after this.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Back here for third quarter action, JV football. Maple Heights will start with the ball, and they lead Lorain 16-14 as we get set to go. Straight back throwing, out pattern, caught, and hit right there. First Titan on the scene was 46, Jesse Robles, and then he had company. Among them, number 84, Antonio Baez over there. So gain is 9, second and 1, excuse me.
That's the first little out pass that this quarterback is throwing.
Right.
And he looks like he's better on that short things rather than those archers that he puts downfield.
Yeah, it seems like on the longer passes he's dropping his elbow and getting under it. Motion. Jet sweep. Got outside of our buddy, but nice contain there. Esteban Masari, 60. Devontae Jackson, 10, made the tackle. But Esteban Masari came up from his linebacker spot, took on the blocker, and just really strung that play along. You'll see it here. This is assignment football. See, Masari got a hand on it, but Jackson cleaned it up, but Masari forced him out. And that's what you want to do is string that along. So it's a loss of 3, and now from second and 1, third and 4.
Yeah, if you can contain the jet sweep, it's, you never have any blockers out in front of you. So, whoa.
That's something wrong there. Offsides Lorain. It's going to give him a first down.
But to get everyone to jump like that,
that just looked funny. Yeah. I mean,
it's usually a center flinching or something like that to get everyone to jump.
I was going to say that's usually. Well, it's a good thing it's not 5 yards a man.
Yeah, good thing we're only on a 3-man line rather than a 4-man line.
Well, there was a linebacker offside too. Snap back over the quarterback's head. Ball free. Now he picks it up. He's going to make something out of nothing. There's a block in the back, however. takes it down for about a 10-yard gain, but one of the Titans just got obliterated with a clip. They used to call it a clip, Tom.
Nah, now it's just an illegal block.
Well, now you got to hit him below the waist for it to be a clip, I think. Nice field level shot there. Here's the replay. Bad snap. Masari is back there. And there's the clip right there.
See, on a grass field, he's falling on the ball in the 30.
Right.
On this turf, it bounced, took a real nice bounce right up into his hands.
So the mark-off takes it back to the 35, and it'll be 1st and 22. So both teams get a break. Maple Heights gets a break because the ball took a good hop. And then the Titans get a break because instead of 1st and 10 across the 50, it's 1st and 22 on the 35. So they wind the clock under 9 minutes, give straight ahead, nothing. Now he breaks a tackle, and he's going to be out across the 50. So of that 22, he got 17 or 18.
Yeah, we got to shore up that defensive line.
And we saw that last night, Tom, on 2nd and 28. Maple Heights ran a play for 26 and got out of a hole and eventually scored. So it's instead of 1st and 22, it goes to 2nd and 5. And across the 50 we are. Trips formation to the far side. Now they change the running back over. Snap back. He's going to follow that running back outside of Della Pola, but Masari was there. And then Critelli came up to clean up. Jaden Tucker, 58, also there. No gain. Third and 5.
With this group here, we got to find 2 linebackers out of this group to take over for next year's returning seniors.
Yeah, you got you're losing your 6 of your front 7. Savon Chavis is the only one coming back. Eight seniors on defense for the Titans. Hit as he throws. Intercepted.
Yes, he called it.
Yep, that is Devontae Jackson, number 10. The cornerback comes off his man and turns it around. 1st and 10 Titans at the 32. This ground level shot here. Quarterback, you'll see him get, I think that is the young Jonathan McDowell got in there and put a face mask in the chest of the quarterback as he released it.
He might be the new secret weapon.
Yeah, I was going to say, secret weapon 2.0. So the Titans will have it for the first time in the third quarter. There's 7:19 to go. They trail by 2. The difference, a missed conversion. Maple Heights scored twice in the first quarter, made both 16-0, and then the Titans got 14 of those 16 back in the second quarter. Handoff is to Harley. Harley goes straight ahead and going to have maybe a yard. Maybe not, as I look at where the far side official is spotting it, and it'll be no gain. So it's 2nd and 10. So I look over on the far side. I think the athletic director, Brian Corey's doing double duty on one of the ends of the chain.
Well, we said that was a good view of the game.
Yes. Full backfield. Straight back is Nickel. Throws it, floats it. Oof. That was in between. He was looking for Anderson, floated it too far for Anderson, and too short for Clark.
Yeah. That would have been a great catch if he would have got that because he had Clark out here as a blocker for him. He could have followed him right into the end zone.
So it'll be 3rd and 10. Isaiah Harrison, number 70, is over the ball. Jaheim Lusain, number 56, is the guard on the near side. Charles McIntosh is on the line. Beion Smith. Belcher, snap back, nickel, fade, screen pass. Too hot to handle. That was intended for McShepard. And no.
There was a lot of black jerseys over there, too, so I'm not sure how far he would have got on that.
The timing on the screen pass at the lower levels is so difficult because you teach the lineman to hold him up for a second and then get out in front, and everybody's definition of a second is a little bit different. And that looked like a jailbreak as much as it did a screen pass. So 4th down and 10. And here's your buddy, Tom.
Yeah, he is.
Osiah Jenkins in punt formation. Snap back is good. Line drive kick bounces one time at the 45 and tackled immediately is the return man. 46 on the tackle is Jesse Robles.
Usually those low line drives get returned further because you don't have enough time to get down there covering. But this one, he was right there.
Well, and I think he's the long snapper, which means he can't be hit.
Yeah, he cannot be touched.
So he does get a free release off the line. I mean, if you watch the college game at all, a lot of the colleges are going to cornerbacks and safeties and things like that.
Center the ball.
Yeah, to snap the ball on punts because they're untouchable. And then you get a sprinter going down the middle of the field.
I think in the pro level, you're not even allowed to cover over the center.
Okay, could be. I don't. But they've got bigger guys.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 at the 48 of Maple for the Mustangs. Snap back is good. Toss sweep far side, strung out of. Nope, not out of bounds. That one is.
He must have been tiptoeing down the sideline.
Deceptive as we can't. It looked they were close. We'll see it again. Cuts it up. Just didn't seem like there was enough room for him to get as far as he did, but he got 9. 2nd and 1. Now, Titans held him on this situation on the last series. Quarterback's going to just keep it, get ahead for the first down to the 40.
Got to be careful with that.
Massari's down there.
Jumping over the pals.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a little late. Second, you're going to get hurt.
Big Osiah Jenkins slow getting up. Jaden Tucker also there.
Who's taking Jenkins' place?
73 is coming in. And
I don't have a number on him.
Yeah. Even in all my changes, I don't have a number. Sorry about that, fella.
Yeah, we'll get those big men in the weight room this winter. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Gets into a nice stance. He's getting triple teamed.
Nice Critelli up from his linebacker spot to meet the running back. Nice initial contact, then had help on the play. Again, 46 Robles was there.
And our unnamed 73, he was triple teamed at one time and just pushed the pile right over into everything.
45 Andrew Weatherspoon was also in on that play. 2nd down 10. Keeper the near side. Bounced it to the outside. He's got blockers inside the 30, 25, and run out of bounds at about the 24. That's going to move the sticks. Seems like the game plan might, and there's a flag, so it might come back. Good job from the stick men. Now they walk back 10 yards and put it down at the 35. So instead of 15, the gain is 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 as they get the down over. Didn't see what the call was. Got to anticipate illegal block downfield like that. This is a different quarterback, Tom. That's why we're seeing a little bit different game plan. Nice spinning run there down to the 20-yard line, but there's another flag. Now and this one's pointed. This is a hold. I can see that signal. Holding Maple Heights at the 31, which is going to take it back. Should take it back to the 41, and make it 2nd down and 12.
Watch this spin.
Ground
this
level.
More spins than I've ever seen a person spin. 1, 2,
yeah, got
3.
a couple in there. And then I don't know what that was all about at the end, but it's back to the 40. So it's 2nd and 11 now. This is the 3rd consecutive 2nd down play. Snap back, quarterback keep, cuts it. Gets bounced off Critelli. I don't think Critelli saw him, and he's going to go a long way. He is going to go inside the 20 to the 16, and I don't see any laundry this time. Titans are on their own, and it didn't come out good. 4:18 to go in this quarter as it's been slowed by flags. Give him the 17 and make it a 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, they're reversing the field over there. A lot of times doesn't work when you get into higher levels like that.
When you get more assignment football.
Yeah, where people stay home.
Yeah. Missed tackle up the middle, get him inside the 10. Down near another 1st down. I don't know if that's a pad or a shoe. I think it's a hand warmer. One of the Titans. Jonathan McDowell was who they offered it to, but no, not his. He comes off, and Antonio Baez, 47, comes in. So 2nd down and 2 at the 8. Snap back is good. Whistle. Dead ball, offsides, Lorain. Somebody lined up offsides. That'll give him the 1st down, half the distance to the goal to take it to the 4.
With all these extra plays on 2nd down and the penalties, and this is a long drive. It needs a lot of clock.
Except the clock's been stopped the whole time.
Yes.
Clock running now with 3:10 to go. Totally different offense. That's going to be a tripping penalty on the Titans, I believe. Yep. So this personal foul tripping.
Yeah, that's the signal.
Yeah, they got Robles there, and I don't think it was intentional. I think he got his feet crossed. So it's going to take it. The penalty was at the 9. So now do they take it back to the line and then take half the distance to the 2 is what I would think they do. Yep. 1st and goal at the 2. There you saw it on the replay. I don't think it was intentional, but you can see him throw the flag right at the spot. Now there's a whistle again. The Titans jumped. One of the linebackers stand up is trying to get off between the gaps, and 2 or 3 times now they've caught him leaning in the hard count. This is the first half quarterback. This is Haskinen. He's more the thrower of the 2. Snap back, hand off, and into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown.
This 2 points is very important because if they make it, it makes it a two-score game. Right? They're 16. I would take it to 24. 22 to.
So it's 22-14. It's 8 points now, which is 1 possession. You got to be perfect, but it is 1 possession. You get it to more than 8, and you need to score twice. Snap back, looking to throw, being chased and sacked. That's Critelli on the sack. No good. And it will stay at 22 for Maple Heights, 14 for Lorain, with 2:29 to go in a slow-moving third quarter.
Now you need a drive.
Yep.
I'd like to see him come back with that wide run, the little option they had some success with, both as the pitcher and the quarterback.
Yes. So Titans have it, 1st and 10 at the 35, trailing by 8 once again. Snap back, that's Devontae Jackson at quarterback, and the high snap ruined the timing of the play.
Yeah.
Good run to get back to the line. I'm thinking that that's Jeter, and it is. So no gain, 2nd and 10.
Jackson is a few inches shorter than Nichols. Nichols, that would have been chest high, I think, wouldn't it?
Yes. Minute 59 to go, clock running. Jackson, give to Jeter. Jeter tries to bounce it outside. He gets the corner and gets a couple before he's spun down. He's another in the stable of athletes in this junior class. Working to find a spot for next year.
Well, the way the varsity is on the specialty team, or the skill players are dominated by juniors now.
Right.
But there's a lot of other opportunities when you got into the secondary, linebackers,
yes.
Yeah, injuries, filling in the next man up. So.
Well, you got two wide receivers that are graduating in Evans and Edwards.
Yeah.
Snap back, Jackson pump fakes.
Oh, that was Holden.
Yeah. I don't think they called it.
Maybe they thought he was getting sacked while his receiver was being held.
Sam Clark almost got tackled, and the sack takes it back 4 yards to the 33, and the punt team comes on. Clock running with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. My guy, 77, big Oziah Jenkins, is the punter. Still can't see who the long snapper is. It might be Masari now that I look at it. Looks like a 0. Snap is back. And
if he gets it past him, he's going to roll.
Yeah, he did get it down inside the 35. And
whoa.
That is Masari right there.
That was a nice tackle right there.
You know, what I noticed there, Tom, is Masari was the long snapper, and he didn't release downfield. He stayed in to help protect.
Help block.
Now, I'm thinking, when you're at the higher levels and you spend more time on the specialty teams, he'll be leaving. But that was a nice snap, and then went downfield and made a play.
And I appreciate the punting. That was a nice punt, too.
Yeah.
And if he gets a little more height to it eventually.
If teams are going to put one guy back to cover punts, you just have to angle it away from him. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't understand why they've gone away from the two-man back on the punt formation. 4 seconds left. Last play of the third quarter is a handoff to the far side, taking it outside and getting out near the first down. Now I think they're going to call a personal foul here that I would question. I think they got tied up into the chain, which is what happens when you have an inexperienced chain crew.
Yeah. I'm not going to say who, but I see one of them just kind of leaning up there because you see you see the stick at an oblique angle.
Yeah. Dead ball, personal foul against Lorain. Now we'll see it again on the replay. Do we have a replay, guys? Guys and gals, I'm sorry. That last play. They're going to mark it 15 from the 50. They send both teams to the sideline. Now, oh, that was the last play of the quarter. So there it is. Now,
yeah, way out
of
the
bit
bounds,
extra.
baby, yeah.
Darren Watts. So we'll step away here while they figure this out because it was the last play of the third quarter. 22 for Maple Heights, 14 for Lorain. Back with more after this.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State. Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter following the personal foul. Maple has the ball 1st and 10 at the Lorain 35 with an 8-point lead. Quarterback keeper. Now that's a stick.
That was a good one.
38 and 86.
Is that Mike
38's
Smith?
McShepard. That's Damian McShepard. 86 is Kenny Jenkins. And the two of them met the quarterback at the line, fell forward for about a yard, but he'll remember that one. He'll be thinking about that one in the morning when he wakes up. Snap back, quarterback keep to the far side, and down to about the 30. Jonathan McDowell, 2.0, is on the tackle.
I think you're starting to see some Shaq Washington influence to this team because that was his.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it last night.
Take that quarterback and run the ball.
Yep. 9 minutes to go. 3rd down and 6. We're in 4-down territory for sure. Snap back, wanting to throw, one-on-one. Picked off. Devontae Jackson, that's great coverage. And,
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yes, exactly.
He was stride for stride with the receiver inside. And, I know that they coached them, make them throw the ball through you. And he is stride for stride and inside. He turned into the receiver. So the good news is the Titans stopped the threat. The bad news is it's 1st and 10 at the 7.
Yeah, that means
Now,
you got 93 yards to go.
We've been there before.
Yeah.
We've got a visitor, Tom. It's the original.
Hey, my man, how's it going?
Isaiah McDowell in the booth, come up to see what we're talking about, his brother, the new improved edition. Secret Weapon 2.0. So a long way to go. 8:46 to get there. Titans trail by 8. Jackson is the quarterback, the interceptor. Now they had too many men on the field again. One jogs off.
They're giving Clark a lot of room to run a post.
Yeah. If Jackson drops to the end zone, he throws it to Clark. Clark tries to adjust to it. It didn't come out of the hand looking good. That duck started quacking about the 5-yard line and flapping its wings.
You know, I'd like to start to see the Titans work on the passing where you start down in and you make that long curl in there. So it's actually about a 20-yard stop, which is a much easier pass to throw for a quarterback.
Yeah,
And it sets up your deep pass after that because
it's much easier to throw the ball to a guy that's looking right at you. Rather than trying to throw it over the shoulder of a sprinter.
Then you put it on him. Can he make a move and get away from that? Which Maple was doing last night.
Yep.
Catching underneath.
2nd and 10. Now, you can't forget about the run because you got to flip the field at the very least. Toss, sweep,
there's
Jeter. Jeter to the 20. Jeter to the 27. Harley took the worst of that because he got the initial fake and he got blown up.
That's what a faker's going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you did your job well if you were going to get tackled by 3 people.
We watched one play last night where they faked handing the ball to Isaiah McDowell, and he carried through the fake all the way out to the safety, and then he blew him up. So 1st and 10, Lorain. Jackson. That's Harley. That's the reward for the fake. Out across the 35, backs his way to the 40. Nice finish to that run by Anthony Harley. Yeah, it's the 1st down. Go back and on.
Yeah. What do you got to learn? Because he's been watching too many pro games. I've seen Titans getting penalized for that. If you remember the Toledo-Whitmer game last year.
Yep.
I don't know if it was Lighty or
I think it was.
Cross, maybe somebody just did the same thing. They pointed downfield, they made a 1st down.
I think it was after the first play of the game.
And it was 15 yards after that.
So another 1st down at the 40. Titans have moved 33 of that 97. Snap back.
Nice fake. Here goes
looking for Clark. Got him. Sam Clark.
Yeah.
To the house. 60 yards. That was a beautiful throw.
It was.
And Sam Clark's 3rd touchdown catch.
They have Clark here 6 foot. Is he only 6 foot? He looks like a few inches taller than that.
He may be a little bit taller than that, but he doesn't weigh a thing. Another nice extension. Caught it on the fingertips and
just outran his defender.
Got as far as he had to go.
That was 97 yards we predicted.
Yeah.
Now we got to predict a 2-point play. And while it may be easier to go 90.
It's 22-20.
93 yards. Now you have to go 3 yards.
Yeah. Timeout. Let's see what this is. Sending one of the Titans off.
Send one in.
Got to have a new guard. Jaheim Lusain gets sent out. I don't know if he's got an equipment issue. Looks like he might be having maybe his headband slipped over his eyes.
So I think Clark is open for a slant now.
Jackson calls it out. Going to run the option. Pitches. Jeter's not going to get there, is he? No. That fooled no one. Jeter's still alive. Got down to about the 2 and then fell out. He was across but out of bounds. Good effort, but 22-20 Titans trail.
Well, that means you got to hold him now. Get a stop.
Got to make another play.
You got to get a stop.
So just like last night, it's 3 scores apiece, but the Titans are getting out extra pointed. There's Jeter. Now he's got 3-4, bounces off the 5th man, slides past the 6th man, but then steps out of bounds. Now, only the 1 foot went out of bounds. I think he would have scored.
All righty.
So, 1st and 10 Maple Heights at the 35.
So those linebackers should be calling out with quarterbacks in there, whether they're going to run.
Right. Nice fill
hit
from the inside. That's Critelli, and there's a flag.
Now, I see a Titan down.
Now, I saw McDowell get taken down from the side. That's not McDowell. It's 46, which is
Smith
Robles.
Is Robles.
Now, the Titans are clapping, so it's a horse collar on Maple. It was Robles, and Robles got – now, he signaled holding horse collar. Horse collar's a personal foul, so it'll be interesting to see what they march here. So they're going to go 15.
All 15 of them.
Yeah. Back to the 22.
That helps.
That's big. It'll be first down, but it will be 1st and 23.
Because Maple thinks they're going to have to get all that yardage back. They might have to put the ball in the air.
Well, Maple, we let them out of this hole the last time with a big run. They got 17 of the 22 back on first down. Snap back, toss, sweep to the wide side. Strung out. Somebody's got to make. There's another flag. Masari is talking to the official back there. He was way upfield from where that flag landed, holding Maple Heights. Now the defense is driving.
Yes.
And, yeah, at this point, you just keep taking them back because of, the shakiness of the punt game. Back to the 12. If you can keep them there, then you have to snap it in the end zone. Anything can happen. And 2 will get you a tie, a safety.
Yes.
So it is 2nd down. They've got to get to the 45, and they're on the 12. So 2nd and 33. 2nd and 33. And it might be first down. It is first down.
It's a first because all those were penalties.
Yeah, they were all, Same play near side, cutting it up and then bouncing it outside and then getting shoved out of bounds is the QB. 25 is Dajuan Anderson, and that's the second time we've seen him with the bump push kind of tackle rather than wrapping up. And he gets out to the 15 for a gain of 3. So now it'll be 2nd down and 30.
About 30.
You got to get to the 45.
It's okay to push them out of bounds if you're on the sideline. It's just you just can't do that in the open field. You got to wrap up.
Give straight ahead.
Nice little tackle in there.
Nice tackle right there. That's Robles from his linebacker spot doing the dance. Hey, I got a minute between plays here. I want to thank it's Friday, no school today, 4:30 game, and we still had Liz Husky, Charles Thompson, Kylie Parker, and Eddie Santiago from Club TV 20 come out and help us do the things that we do by doing what they do so well, all the replays and the field level shots. That's all them. Thank you very much, guys. As always, we appreciate your help. Ball on the ground, covered at the 5. Like we said, that's why you take those penalties. Now it's 4th and 40.
And he is going to be punting in from the blue.
Yep.
He won't make the sticks with this punt.
Well, if he does, it's the punt of the year. I don't know where Jeter's going, but now we've got 3 guys back. Jeter is coming up to the 35-yard line. Now he drops back a couple of steps. Too far, in my opinion. It's got Anderson in front of him. Anderson made a nice play from the up position earlier. Snap is back. Punt is away. Punt is straight up in the air. It's not going to make the 20. Oh, it's going to be Maple Heights ball. Okay, now they give it to Lorain. Somebody got on it. One of the Titans got hit with it. It looked like it hit Kenny Jenkins, and then he was.
No,
now they changed the call. It's Maple Heights ball. Oh my goodness. They're pointing to the scoreboard looking for the replay, but it doesn't matter. Do we have a replay on? Here it comes. Personal protector just got out of the way of the punter. Now, comes down, and it definitely hit a Titan. And then going in, and it looked like Maple Heights was on the ball. First down carry's going to get him maybe a yard. 4:53 to go. There's still plenty of time if you get a stop.
That's the key right now.
But the big thing is that's where Lorain would have the ball at the 15 if they had covered it. Or if they'd gotten out of the way of it.
Just got hit by it. And the other thing is now they only have to get to the 27-yard line, not the 45.
Yeah. Snap back, fumbled the snap, and then covering it. Robles there to fall on the QV back at the 10. So that'll bring up third down. They put him on the 11, so it's 3rd and 15. 4:10 to go.
Hold him here.
Titans punt return team is a play away from a do-over, something you don't get very many of. 2 receivers to each side. Harkness in single safety.
Looks like they're running
letting
some
the clock run.
5 seconds.
Snap back, whistle.
Somebody call time?
Timeout Maple Heights. From the far side, one of the coaches got down there to get the timeout. Now that was really smart by the kids on the field to let that clock run down. It's down to 3:37. You know, that ball was marked for play at 4 minutes. So this is a big play. The Titans need a stop here if they're going to have a chance to.
Because once they get if they get the first down, now they have 4 plays again to keep running the clock down. Lorain's sitting there with all their timeouts, though.
Lorain has 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts.
And they've got touchdown Sam. Titans defense quickly back out on the field. They know what they have to do. Be nice to see those big guys get some pressure on should they decide to throw. Our guy, Oziah. Delapola and Jenkins up front.
That's a
snap back, wants to throw. Rolling now, rolling away. Snap passes away, incomplete. That's good because it stops the clock. Would have been short of the first down had it been caught. So now they'll take it back to the 11 and spot it where they'll punt. Robles chases him out. Delapola gets a push, and then on the run, Jackson was right there in coverage. Pass was too short. 4th down and 14. He'll be right at the goal line this time, I would assume, the punter.
I'm sure you're hearing from the sidelines to stay away from it.
He got it under a Titan. Anderson picks it up at the 35 and is tackled there. That was, I don't know how that punt wasn't blocked. 37-yard lines where the Titans will take over. Ground level shot there. They change footballs, put the Lorain ball in play with 3:23 to go for the Titans offense. Now here's the look at the punt, and it got it underneath Kenny Jenkins, who was rushing. Picked up there, and
he's taken down immediately, but And great field positions for all they need is 6.
Full backfield, McShepard on the wing on the far side as well. Gives straight ahead. Jeter gets tripped by, there's your buddy, the nose man. Well, that's 51 for Maple. No gain. 2nd and 10. A good idea. He just happened to fall in the hole.
Looks like they're going to have to go wide one side or the other.
Yeah. You got Clark one-on-one down here, bump and run. Option pitch to Jeter. Jeter down inside the 30, down near the 25. Let's see where they spot him. You're going to spot him out, say he stepped out of bounds at about the 28, which is going to make him short by a yard. Stops the clock with 2:50. Here we'll see it. Nice ball handling by Devontae Jackson. Pitches at Jeter. And there you see he stepped out of bounds. Good work on the camera down there on the sidelines. Snap back. Jackson's got it on a keeper, and he's going to be.
And don't run back and just give it up.
Let's see. This is going to be interesting because they went up to spot that
at
the 35-yard line. Now it's going to be interesting. They're going to split the difference and put him at the 42.
He was getting whipped around, but I think his feet was still
I would
moving.
say his progress was stopped. It doesn't matter what I say. It's 4th down and a lot. 16.
Well,
they could have spotted it back behind the 50. I mean, what they did was they split the difference between where he was contacted and where he went to the ground. A United Nations solution. Something for everybody pleases no one. Jackson looks to throw, steps it up, going to run it. Flag behind him. It's going to have the 1st down, but there is a flag back at the 48-yard line, and it's holding.
He had a lot of green grass in front of him.
He was down inside the 20, but it's going to come back behind the 50. There was the hold right there. Nice move to the outside. And out of bounds at about the 17, but instead it comes back to the Lorain 46. So it almost turns into a 39-yard penalty. And now it is 4th down, and they've got to get to the 27, so they need 29. And it's must-go time.
Any viewers out there who have watched the varsity game and now watching this game, are they going to confuse the Jacksons as brothers or not? Are they related?
Well, Devontae plays on the varsity.
But is he's related to Jordan at all?
No.
And that's where
you know what he's related? He's a brother to Eddie Williamson, former Lorain quarterback. Devontae straight back. Sam Clark gets the hook in the ladder. And they dropped it. Oh, my gosh. Cesar Jeter would have scored. Great call. They just dropped the football, and Maple takes over at the 47.
With a minute 30, it's going to be tough.
Titans have 3 timeouts. And there it is. It's the 5-yard hitch, and they all close on him, and there comes Jeter, and if he catches the ball, it's a foot race. So that's not the good body language look from the Titans as the defense comes out. 22-20, Maple on top here, and they just have to run off a minute 32. Now, Coach Torres is out there reminding them, we've got 3 timeouts. We need a stop. They've put the ball on the ground before. Maple jogs on.
This is use your timeouts and try to rip the ball out of the people's hands.
Maple Heights needs a timeout.
Yeah.
Or it needs a 1st down. They just need a first down to win this one.
And they got the quarterback in who's going to be doing the running.
It's the running quarterback. That's kind of a single wing look, where they put the back behind the tackle, give straight ahead, and spinning him down to a first down, though, is Masari. Whistle, timeout. He's not going to have the first down. Timeout, Lorain. But the problem is it's 2nd and 1. That play took 7 seconds.
They got 2 yards to get another set of downs, though.
Tyler Costco down warming up at the kicking net. Should he get a chance for a field goal to give the Titans the lead? They haven't kicked all day because they've been chasing those 2-point conversions, which is what they trail by now.
That's exactly right.
It's 4 points to 2 points in extra points.
The kicker, you have to be optimist all the time, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Second and 1, snap back, running to the near side, and picking up the first down is the quarterback. Wrapped up there, but he got 2. Anderson came up from the safety.
He stayed in bounds, so the clock will start on the
minute
set,
21.
Right?
Didn't see a timeout signal. Winding the clock. Coaches from Maple Heights assumed timeout. Over the ball come the Mustangs. Snap back. They had about 10 seconds more they could have burned there, hitting the backfield. And that'll get timeout from Lorain as Della Pola is there along with Masari.
What kind of instructions can you be given to your team besides?
Well, you only got one timeout left.
Rip the ball to their hands. That's your only choice.
So you've got to put them in a position here on 3rd down where you've got a chance to get it back with about 10 seconds or so left. Now you've already tipped your hand as to your trick play.
Yeah.
You opened the game with a trick play that didn't work, the end-around pass.
Yes.
And then you come back with the hook and ladder that looked like it was going to work, and the handoff didn't work out. And you turned it over on downs. 2nd down and 13. Quarterback keep straight ahead into the hole. Anderson has him at about the 30. Timeout, Lorain.
That's their last.
Right. So it is 3rd down and 5. 4. 3rd and 4. At the 29-yard line. 50 seconds on the clock. Now the play clock is 25 seconds. So Maple will run this play. The officials will spot the ball.
And then start the clock.
So Lorain might not get it back, depending on how long this play takes. But
if they do stop, the offense has to have a play ready and immediately get out there and execute it. They can't take time here on a sideline thinking about things.
Well, it'll stop in the change of possession. But you're right, Tom. So with 50 seconds left, the teams are at the line. 3rd and 4 for Maple Heights. And you got to think they're going for it on 4th down. Snap back. Quarterback hit behind the line. That was Critelli. Now the stop 42-41. Let's see when they mark it ready for play. Ball is spotted. 30 seconds. They just started the clock, so 28 seconds. So they'll have to run a play, but the Titans will not have a chance to get the ball back. Took them a long time to get that spotted.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
But your game went away from you on the hook and lateral that didn't hook up.
And the punt that was touched accidentally.
22 seconds left. Maple Heights takes time. And the Titans begin to line up at midfield to shake hands. This has been an entertaining game, Tom.
It was a very good game. You know, I've seen a lot of players here that are going to help next year.
I have seen some too.
Yeah.
I would agree there. I saw some really encouraging things.
Lorain's going to graduate a big, tall, fast receiver in Zach Evans, and it looks like they'll have a replacement here.
Well, they've got
and Clark.
Sam Clark showed me something as a receiver. I thought Nickel looked all right playing quarterback, and he's going to help somewhere next year.
An athlete has to play on the field.
I thought the front three in defense, Jenkins and our buddy Oziah Jenkins, on back and just falls down at the 45. Game over. Well done, Maple Heights, to end this one. This one belongs to the Mustangs as the two teams line up and shake hands. But, Tom, as we start to go along there, I said, Jonathan McDowell is Isaiah 2.0. I think some of the offensive linemen that I saw will help. I was really encouraged by Big Oziah Jenkins on the nose, Della Pola at defensive end, Critelli in the middle, Masari at the outside linebacker.
Quite a few tackles, yes.
Yeah, I was encouraged by what I saw, and that's what you watch for in these games, is what can happen next year at the varsity level. So the Titans drop a close one, 22-20 to the Maple Heights Mustangs on Friday afternoon, JV football. So, final thoughts, Tom?
Entertaining game here, entertaining game last night. There's ninth grade was on Wednesday. It was an entertaining game of the Lorain won. So these two teams are setting up a little bit of a rivalry, I think. They play the same type of ball.
And the Titans are frustrated with the final outcome, but they spotted them 16.
Yes.
It was 16-0, and Lorain came back 16-14. Maple scored and Lorain scored, but 22-20, that 2-point conversion, the second one, they couldn't overcome it, and they fall. But very, very, encouraging for next year. Saw a lot of good things. So for Joe Bach, for the Club TV 20 members that are here, for my buddy Tom Bauer, it is a good time for me to remind you it's a great time to be a Titan, everyone.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.